It's Monday, and we're gonna prep some Pathfinder. We're still gonna prep some Outlaws. We don't need to prep Outlaws twice a week anymore, but we do need to prep it like, yeah, probably. We could probably get by with once a week. If we run into something new or different or complicated, we might consider going back to 2 times a week. That means that in our second Outlaws prep slot, we're going to be working on Stolen Fate. So we did our first, maybe it was the second or third Stolen Fate stream this past weekend on Saturday. So, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and I don't know. Let's get going. So a couple of things. First and foremost, let's check in with where we were and what we're doing next. So in Sunset, which is happening tonight, they are in the middle of kidnapping or rescuing a death row inmate who's about to be publicly executed, and they're going to replace the body with the body of this dead guy. Alright, so let's see. That puts us in, where were they? Canal Street? I think they were in Canal Street. Okay. Alright. So, mid-combat in Canal Street, everybody's run away or been knocked out, which is good, because you don't really want to kill a bunch of police officers when you are a government agent. I mean, it's a lot of paperwork, and it looks really bad if you're killing a bunch of police officers, so... anyways. Then they've got this dude right here, which I don't know why he's coming out as blovated human. Like, my settings are just a fucking disaster. Hopefully when I switch to 12 and for future Pathfinder games, I get this sort of sorted out. Who knows? So Wrangle Faruza, they're going to save him, and then their plan was to escape via boat, but like they're not all going to fit in the boat, so I think they're taking him via boat. And then the rest of them are just going to scatter like rats into the city and the sewers, and they're going to meet outside of the city. And then the goal, I think, is to steal some clockwork horses, because they can ride all night. And then they're going to go to this dead place. So let's go to Smoking Gun and Arms Race. And they're going to go to the dead spot. This is the least interesting map on Earth. It is a desert at night. I feel like we could do better than this. Do we want to try to do better than this right now, or do we just want to let it go? Do I go to the $150 worth of heroic maps I just purchased? Listen, they're having a big sale, and I love their maps, and they're good people. Do I look through those maps and say, here's a haunted desert? Or do we... I think you know. Do we just go to Incarnate and do ours? Why do I buy maps anymore? I don't fucking know. Like, I like them. I could have probably just spent it on my gacha game. Got some good stuff for my gacha game. Now I got a shitload of maps. Whatever. It's a business expense. Business expense. I got all the maps. A lot of good maps though. Alright, so let's go to Incarnate. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Just getting a little loud. Not too bad. Alright. Okay, so there's generally no guidelines here for the dead spot other than it's a spooky place in the desert. So, like, we could probably make something cool for this. So let's see. We'll go with fantasy, choose style, wide, good, create it, work at 2K, download at 4K. Never forget that. Greatest lesson you could have learned. Hey, look, it's already a desert. We're done. All right, let's go in here. And no, I was just kidding. We're not really done. Let's turn on the grid. All right. Should the spot be a little bit bigger? I mean, the spot could be bigger. Probably be a good idea. It's a little bit bigger. That means we got to make the map a little bit bigger. I can never remember where I go to change the map size. Let's see. Is it here? Map details? Nope. Is it? Damn it! They got me again. Where's the map size? I don't want to start over. Show grid, snap to grid, fit to screen, hide shortcut. Damn. Alright, with columns. Ah, here we go. Alright. So we'll go 60 by 40. That seems good. 60 by 45, I'll take it. Alright. So now we'll go in with the paintbrush. And we're going to go with sand. Let's go with this gray ground. I like this. So we're going to go to advanced settings. We're going to go to texture scale. We're going to scale that shit down. And we're going to make this our base color. Apply. Alright. Then we're going to rotate it. We're going to scale it up. We're going to turn the opacity down. And then we're going to apply it again. Alright. And what this does a little bit is it breaks up the monotony a little bit. It doesn't do a great job. I'm going to go in here and just sort of randomly kind of scribble this in. We'll raise the opacity up a bit. And this is just to break up like where it's too repeating. Okay. And then we're going to go and we're going to rotate some more. And we're going to scale it way down. Draw that in there. Right. That works for me. I mean, all we have is like a 20 by 20 piece of dirt, so anything we come up with is going to be pretty good, in my opinion. So now we're going to go to desert. And then it recommends these desert rocks. So we're going to go to color. We're going to turn the saturation way down. We're going to turn the contrast way up. Now turn the brightness down a little bit. Then we're going to go in here to, we're going to keep the opacity somewhat low, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Sort of add some rocks here. There we go. Mixed in what's already there. What we can do is under placement, we're going to scale the texture down a bit. Just going to sort of randomly just paint in there, just to, again, just to break up that background a bit. We're still not done. We're going to add like another texture on top of this texture. Alright. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to do sand. And we've got all these different desert sands we could choose from. we're going to go with this one that has little rocks in it. We're going to scale that texture down some more. We're going to go to color. We're going to turn off the saturation. Turn down the brightness a little bit. I'm going to, over the top of everything, and we're going to apply that as well. And that adds a little bit of stone and sand to everything. Alright, now we're going to go to regular ass sand. You know, sand that comes from your ass on the regular, I guess. And then we're going to go try kind of darken this up. Let's see. I want sort of a black sand sort of effect. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, now that we have a sense of like where the rocks and the stone are, I'm going to start painting in sand. I'm going to make sure we're happy with the texture. I am. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit. Go. So here in the center, this is where all of the necromantic energy is. So if we make a nice big brush right here in the center, get lots of sand. There we go. Good, good, good. And we could even make it look like it's sunken down a bit as well, because of the contours of that stone that we have in the background. Blends itself. Oh, thanks. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. So then we're going to go in here, and we're going to rotate the texture again. We're going to go into color, and we're going to crank that a bit more, just to sort of break up that as well, so it feels a bit unnatural there. Alright, then we're going to go in and grab shadows, which are right here. And we're going to darken that sand up even more. And we're definitely going to go and darken up the corners of the map, because you always want to have the darkest, shadowy areas where you don't really want their attention to go. So we want to darken that up on the edges, and we can fix all that up in Photoshop too. Alright, so then we're going to drop this back down to a smaller brush. I'm going to turn this up a bit, lower this. Now we're going to go in and sort of trace where we want to imply that there is like a change in geometry. So we had mentioned like using the textures of the map to kind of guide us a bit. That's what we're going to do here. Okay. Shit. Same up here. Add these darker shadows. I want it to feel like everything in the scene is kind of being pulled towards that center. That's good. Those surround. Good. Yeah, sure. We'll save it. Great suggestion. Thanks. Alright, we'll call it dead spot. Oh, there you go. Hope everybody's having a good Monday, I guess. Is that a thing that people have? Good Mondays? Orange cats don't. I know that. It's one of their weaknesses. Let's see. I like Monday because I like the Monday group a lot. And it's also the day before Tuesday. I love working on Kingmaker prep, and I love playing Strength of Thousands. So Monday is sort of like, you're almost there. And also, the Monday group, again, is a lot of fun to DM for. Probably my favorite group right now. Hey, what's up, Dom? Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'd say Monday is my favorite group right now. To run game for. They just have a real, like, fun vibe, like just a real open attitude about, like, you know, hey, let's see what happens next kind of deal. I don't know. It's easy to get salty in Pathfinder 2 when your rolls are bad, and there was definitely people with bad rolls in the last couple sessions, and they had every right to feel salty about it. Yeah. Alright, we'll save it again. Okay, so we're going to come back to this to do some more painting, but I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. So now we're going to go to our stamps, and we're going to grab the whirlpool. There we go. And we're going to make this whirlpool big. We're going to rotate it a little bit. And then we're going to put it down. But instead of luminosity, which is the default, I'm going to do a multiply. See? And then that multiply, especially, yeah, that multiply, it kind of gives the impression that things are being sucked in towards the center, without it being too heavy-handed. Now we'll grab it again, and this time we'll do a color burn, which will be even darker. And I'll drag it towards the center. Drag another one, make it even smaller towards the center. Alright, so I like that. It kind of gives the impression that it's like a whirlpool sucking it in, but we don't want it to totally do that. So now what we're going to do is grab skulls. Yep, skulls. Let's see. Here we go. Skulls. We don't want random stamps, but we do want random rotation. On. And then we do want to go to placement multiple, and we want to paint a shitload of these skulls at once. So let's go to transform. Why are you dragging down separately, bro? That's weird. All right, we'll do 10. Go. And then area. Alright, and density. Okay. I really thought we'd fit more skulls in there. Let's zoom in. If a square is 5 feet by 5 feet, and a human skull is, I don't know, a foot, we probably need the skulls to be like that big. There we go. Alright, then we're gonna go up a level. Nope. Alright, we're gonna go. Thank you. Thank you, VTube. I'm trying to remember how I go up a layer. Shift plus. No, it's control, right? No, hold on. God damn it. Alright. I'm trying to remember how I changed layers, but I haven't done this in a while. Alright, we'll just manually do it. How do you change layers? Fucking tell me. Tell me. Control up and down, not plus. Okay. So we're going to go to this next layer. And I don't want them to be in the same exact spot. Go. And then we'll go up again. Then we'll go up again. Go up again. Stuff. Alright. So we have all those skulls in the middle of the dead place. Now we should sprinkle some skulls everywhere else. So go to transform, go to skulls. Let's see. Make them like dish big. There we go. And then we'll go back to placement. We'll make the area bigger. We'll make the density lower. Alright. There. That seems good. It looks a little weird, but I think if we cover it with some sand, it'll have a good look to it. That's what I have to tell myself. Go to bone. Alright. Let's see what we could do here with bones. We got the core bones, we got graveyard, we got random bones. Fantastic. Alright. Let's see. Go to density down. Alright, I think that works. Yeah. Alright. What's the map making software? Incarnate. Incarnate is the most like Photoshop without me just using Photoshop, so that's why it's my favorite. Let's see. We're gonna flatten all these to... Fuck. I can't remember. Is it the foreground or the background? Foreground? Nope. We chose wrong. Alright, flatten to background. Alright, now we're going to go back to our paintbrush. And we're going to grab our sand. And we're just going to start covering up all of these bones. Like one does. Now, we could have done this initially, and that would have been fine. But I don't really mind going in and covering it up after the fact either. Because it's going to help us, I don't know, blend things better. Okay. Kind of lifts the sand up and out of that crevasse a bit. We'll go in and add the shadows back in. I mean, by modern subscription standards, I think it's like $24 a year for Incarnate, and that comes with a commercial license. So, like, it's like no money at all at that point. I've been using it since beta testing, so I'm deeply entrenched in it. I've tried Dungeon Draft and things like that, and they're okay. They're just not for me. Just not for me. Alright. I like that quite a bit. Let's go back over here. Grab another whirlwind. Yeah, whirlpool, excuse me. And then... Oh, we don't want to do area. That'd be terrible. We want to do single. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Not huge on how dark it's showing up. So what we'll do is lower that opacity some. Nice. Very nice. Okay. We're also going to lower what level that's on to be all the way at the bottom. Okay, now let's grab some rocks. So we're going to go stamps. We're going to go to rock. We got dwarven. We've got terrain. We've got big rocks. Okay. Big rocks it is. Alright. It's too transparent. Okay. Hold on. Let's go here. Go to color. Turn down the saturation. Turn down the brightness. There we go. Kick up the contrast. Alright, we'll do that. This. Okay, you can randomize your stamps now. That'd be cool. This guy up here. Fantastic. I'm actually going to raise these up a couple so I can stick some rocks underneath them. Good, just like that. This guy will come out like here. That works. Alrighty. Put this guy over there. Nice. Okay. And then we'll do, let's see, cliff. We do have these lovely desert cliffs. So we'll go down a layer so that we're underneath everything. I think I have to raise this guy and this guy up to 3. There we go. Let's go back in. Alright, let's save. Let's go back in, grab desert. We'll go to saturation, turn the brightness down, turn the contrast up. Now we got these spooky dark cliffs, and we will go down to 5, and then those will show up underneath. I like it. Alright. Here, kind of layer in some lower stones there. Crash, why do you buy maps still? What a question. We're not able to answer it at this time, that question, so. Alright. I like this. I think it's looking pretty good. It'd be cool if we had random stamps on, so that we had some variety here. But, you know. Whatever. Let's see. Probably like that. That way it feels like this place is isolated by, like, even the desert. Like, doesn't want anything to do with this fucking place. Like, that's the vibe, right? Is like, don't come here. This is a bad place. Alright. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Alright, save. And then I guess everything's dead, so there's really no point to put plants or anything. But we could go over here and look for dead plants, if that's the thing. What do we got here? Desert mummies. I mean, that's the thing. Corrupted dead trees. They look okay. Corrupted dead trees. Alright, so we'll go to color, saturation, contrast. There we go. Let's see. Maybe something like up here on the hill. Spooky tree. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And then put another one over there. Alright. And then maybe some weird looking cactus, like albino cactus. That'd be kind of cool. Desert. I'm not sure why I'm having visual issues with my interface. It's probably because it really wants me to use Chrome. And even though Edge is a Chromium browser, it's like, fuck you. I want the real thing. It's going to be hard to finish this if I don't have tools, though. There we go. There we go. Some nice albino cacti. Alright. So, let's see. We'll have some albino cacti here on the way in. Go. Then maybe a couple over here. Put a few there. Just to sort of break up like the monotony a little bit. Alright, and the last thing we would do is we'd look for some stones. Okay. And what do we got? Stones from a siege, terrain. Could probably use these rune stones. They do look pretty good. But I think honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. We have some other prep to do. So let's go ahead and save them out. Then we'll go to here. We'll turn off the grid. Go ahead and export at 4K. That's fine. Who needs memory? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Alright, continue editing. Let's take it into Photoshop to finish it up. Yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this, but let's go with layer. Nope. Shit. Man, I might need to restart my computer. It's dying on me. Alright, let's see. Don't want to go full dark. Let's go with that sort of mauve color. Brush, make big. Alright. Soft brush, there we go. Again, I just want to darken up all of the edges of the map because I want all the focus to be in the middle. So we'll do fly. Oh damn, vivid light going hard. Oh. Yeah, that's good. Now we'll go in and we'll darken it up a little bit around the base of these trees. And once again, I kind of want to capture like some like semblance of height. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get that to happen. A little bit. Then down here as well. Base of this. Alright. That's not too bad. It's a little splotchy in places, so I could go in with like this guy and just sort of like give it a more like smeared, wind swept feel. This is the blur tool, I guess. Just going in there and blurring it up a little bit. Makes it look a little less splotchy, maybe more like natural with the desert question mark. Alright. And then right here at the center, I do want to add a little bit of color. So we're going to add this lime green, only color on the map. And we're going to put it right down there. And we will do... let's see. What should we do? That's a cool effect, that difference. I think it's a little too extreme, though. Maybe that could work. Let me see. Go here. A dark green underneath. Switch that to... switch it to a hard light. Turn it down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm digging it or not. I kind of like the idea of it being too mysterious for its own good. So maybe that's too much. Let me see. If I did this, there we go. Just went. Let's see. Filter, blur. That shit up. Alright. I like that. Alright, we'll go with that. I think it'll look good. The last thing we might want to do is... Man, I really got to keep track of time here. We're going to grab everything that's got bones and cacti. There we go. I'm going to copy and paste it back down. And then I'm going to go to brightness contrast. And I'm going to pump that shit pretty hard. And then I'm going to go around the edges here. And I'm going to kind of blend it a bit. But I really wanted that sand to be darker the closer it got to the center. There we go. There we go. That looks like a spooky ass place. You know what I mean? Now, something we did forget, it would have been good to have like a tent or something there. Like, you know, because she's camping out there to not be caught or whatever. We could probably just throw that in Foundry. So let's just do that. Alright, so we're gonna, let's see, we gotta save it. So we'll do save as. Maybe? Okay. Photoshop? How you feeling? Okay. Let's see. Outlaws. App. Dead spots. Overhead tent tile. Great idea. Good idea. Alright, then we're going to flatten it. And I believe the dimensions for this boy was 60 by 45. So we're going to increase the resolution to 100 because Foundry likes that. And then we're going to go to image size. We're going to make it 60, so 6,000. Good. And then we're going to save it out as a WebP because Foundry likes that. So we'll do UA-map -dead spot -60x40 -100p. Alright. Perfect. We did a great job. I'm so proud of us. Alright, close that shit out. How are things going over here? I'm still here. I don't want to leave yet. This is high noon. Things are happening differently over there. That's fine. Alright. So, nice try here. I think I spookified this with a light, maybe? We'll see. We're going to go ahead and do a new thing, and we'll do dead spot v2. Okay, we're going to go to the background image. We're going to go to Forge Assets. We're going to go to Alkenstar. We're going to go to Maps. We're going to go to Book 3. And we're going to go to Documents. Isn't that where I save shit out? Documents? Let's see. I thought it was. No, it should be in downloads, right? Fuck. Hold on. Where did you save my file? I'm supposed to be saving to Oh no, I did save as. So then that's definitely going to be in the downloads folder. Right? Alright, hold on. Oh no, it's going to be on Google Drive. Okay. Alright, hold on. Just give up. Just give up. No, it's fine. I'm sure you'll be okay in the background. Apps love it when they're in the background. Let's see. Ooh, there it is. So 12 minutes until the game. Okay. That's cool. Alright. And we're finally uploaded. Select it. Hit save. Okay. Let's head over to Dead Spot version 2. But let's grab these jabronis. And let's grab this jabroni. And then let's grab this jabroni. And we'll head over. Now, I think because I copied different things on different layers, I can paste them in on their different layers. Yep. Cool. I really don't know what this light is doing here. Light color. Let's see. If it's trying to do what I think it's trying to do, I think it needs to be changed a little bit. Shadows will be turned all the way up. Contrast should be turned all the way up. Saturation should be turned all the way up. Yes. So this is like a very dark light coming from the center here. It might be a little too dark now to see this cool map that we worked on. So let me see what I can do about that. Nope, it's still pretty fucking dark. Shadow sound. Hey. They're kind of visible. Color. Burn. Alright. That's fine. And then actors. Alright. I don't know what the fuck Sleepy is, but there's that. There's these guys. Let's see. Yeah, why can't they see each other? That's a little weird. Do you guys not have vision? Oh, you do have vision? Oh, there's just, you don't have dark vision? Aren't you undead? Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Then we probably want a light source of some kind. So we'll go ahead and do only dim. Like that. So they could see, I guess. We'll go in here. We'll turn on clouds. And we'll turn on embers. But we'll change the embers to be gray. So that'll look like gray sand floating around. That's pretty cool. Alright. So far so good. Alright, now we're gonna get walls. 9 minutes till game. And we will just put some terrain walls around. Just some happy little terrain walls. No big deal. Why even bother putting terrain walls, you might ask? And that's a great question. We probably don't need to put terrain walls. Yeah. I guess mostly just keep them from climbing on shit. No. Well, that, and I think people like to climb on stuff if they have like a build for it. I don't really know too many people like to climb on things in Pathfinder, but hey, who knows? Then we'll go and put, this is a pretty big tree, so we'll do like that. We'll say this tree is, I don't know, 30 feet tall. The other trees aren't really big enough to block line of sight or anything, I don't think. That should be fine. Alright. Now, as Dom suggested, we could go into tile, we can go to foreground layer, and we could go find a tent. Alright. Do I have a tent? Beats the fuck out of me. Let's go to maps, camp assets, and yes, we have a tent. We could do this very nice tent, or we could do this little pup tent. We'll do this little brown pup tent. Go. Very nice, very nice. And let's see. Then we will switch from the roof tile to here. Put down this little campfire. Lovely. Since the wind's blowing to the south, we'll move the campfire so that it is also going to the south. Go. And really, I think that's all we need. If we wanted to, we could go grab like smoke, like an animated smoke for that. It do look real good when you have it, but it's whatevs. We got to add some dinosaurs, so we're gonna grab those Pachiosauruses. And let's see, 1, 2, some babies. All right. Right, cool. And then we got Big Titty Dash Darling. And then what's gonna happen though is she is gonna be in the shadows because she chased after one of these babies who wandered off. She couldn't just let him wander off into the darkness. So I guess as the party arrives on the scene, we will have her run into the darkness, and then we'll have these assholes sort of burst out of the sand over here. That seems good. Oh, the reason they can't see each other is because they are on a hidden layer. And there we have it. Bam! That's a lot cooler than what we had before. I like it. We're gonna go over here one last thing. Go ahead and make another terrain, and we'll do it for the tent. Like so. And then we're gonna select the whole tent, and we're going to say that there's no movement restriction. And then we're gonna go here and make this a door. Nice. Oh, and then shit. My bad. Last thing. The tent's not very tall, so we'll probably make the tent like, I don't know, 10 feet. There we go. That's actually pretty fucking tall, but video game logic. Alright, that looks great. I am very happy with that. So I'll make sure to export this map. And then I'll put it on to the Discord. Let's see. Outlaws. Thread. Yeah, make a thread. That's what I want to do. Create thread. This will be map book free dead spot. Alright. Made this map. Sweet. Alright. Nice job. Good stuff. That's great. Yeah. Okay, well, we got a game in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So what's gonna happen for this game? Yeah, they're gonna ride out into the desert. They're gonna have this encounter after they finish their other encounter, and at that point, they'll be ready to move deeper into the book, which is to say, the Hall of Crucibles, and then the Maw of Rovagug, and then they'll have a rematch against their Cyclops friend, and that will be the end of Chapter 1 in Book 3. I think tonight they will make it through their current encounter, this encounter, and start on the Hall of Crucibles. That's my prediction for their 3-hour session. I think that's what they will get done. I don't know how long Hall of Crucibles is really going to take. It's kind of a lot, but also not a lot at the same time. Sort of like a lot of this adventure. And then they will have a cutscene, I guess. And we do have, boy, I sure hope we have the cutscene ready for that. And yeah, that'll be that. Oof. They are cruising through the content. Next week, for the Outlaws prep, we will revisit Chapter 2, which I think the entire chapter, if I'm remembering correctly, is just the Tin Wound Hydroforge dungeon. I don't really think there's that much to do. I think there's like a little bit of investigation, but then really you just go and you do this dungeon. And then Chapter 3, again, you do like a little bit of preliminary investigation, some skill challenges, and then it's like Riverboat Dungeon, and that's the campaign. So like things are going to move very, very quickly through the rest of the book, because there's really just not a lot of content compared to like Book 2, which was just jam-packed. Anyways, I'll go ahead and throw up the raid for Lord Conti, who's going to be streaming it. And then maybe I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow to do a little bit of Pathfinder Kingmaker prep and play some Strength of Thousands. Hope everybody has a good night and a good week, and I'll see you next time.